Hello darlings, it's Beer Monster O'Clock, and thank you very much everybody for tuning in. I really appreciate it. For this one, we've got a beer to review. It's an IPA. When I first read this, with the brewery name, I thought it said Butcombe Brewery. And you need a very hairy butt to need a comb, wouldn't you? I am dyslexic, so sometimes I don't read things right straight away. It's a Butcombe Brewery, I believe. And it's called GORAM, as you can see there. Take it, that fella there is GORAM. What a lovely beer he's got. It's a 500ml bottle. It cost me £1.80 in Asda, but it was in the 4 for 3 deal as well, so you know, it works out a bit less if you're buying a couple of things while you're there. And let's have a look at the little love letter on the back and see if I get seduced. It says, Goram, Bristol's legendary giant, was a stranger to well-crafted ale. Fortunately, neither are we. No stranger to well-crafted ale. Fortunately, neither are we. Our IPAs use a punchy blend of American and English hops to balance stone fruit, citrus and bitter notes with a spicy hop aromas, strong, big, flavoured, and with an ABV of a classic ale. When it comes to IPAs, Goram towers above all others. Let's find out, shall we? The Butcombe, or Butcombe Brewery, is based in Bristol, according to the bottle. Anyway, that's enough seduction. Let's get the beer open and see what it's like, shall we? Here we go. Ooh, I can actually smell this thing, unlike the last one I've done, which was the it's a French pale ale that I did. And God, it's hard to review something when it don't taste like nothing and don't smell like nothing. Get a bit sort of lost for words, you know. This one looks a bit better. Got sort of a off-white head, slightly orangey head actually. Here you go, have a little look. Colour is kind of like an amberish colour. It's extremely clear. You can see my big fat head through there. Low levels of carbonation, very low. So if you're not picking much up there, it's because there's not a lot to see. There's some slow moving bubbles going on, rising up the glass slowly. That's about it. And the head has left the building pretty much, as you can see. Still a little bit there, but yeah, a bit disappointing to be fair. Let's get the aroma, shall we? Oh, it's got a nice aroma to it. I can smell a bit of orange. It's citrusy. A bit of pineapple. Kind of like herbal hops and is that caramel? I'm not sure, but there is like a malty smell to it as well. It's got an interesting aroma. I'm not so worried now. I think this is going to be quite unusual. Anyway, guys, cheers. Bosh. Let's get it down the action and see what it's like, shall we? It's quite nice. It is quite nice. First impressions, it's very light bodied. It is very light bodied, and it's got a slight kind of stickiness about it. There's quite a lot of flavours going on here actually. Let's go again. That head though. Oh, let's go again. Right. In the start, I'm getting malt. Quite a lot of malt. Kind of like a caramel biscuity sort of malt. Mixed with a bit of like orange zest. For me. It is quite zesty, quite a lot of orange zest. Slightly floral as well, as it sort of gets towards the end. And there is like a very zesty bit in this. But for me, the bitterness isn't right on the back end. It's more sort of starts towards the middle. It's quite a sharp, zesty bitterness. Just quite strong, but it goes away quick. Like, it really doesn't linger at all. And you've got quite a dry finish after that sort of zesty bitterness. It sort of all turns a bit dry, which I don't mind. Also, you got like some kind of like earthy hops as well towards the end. After that bitterness, sort of you get that dryness with the earthy hops. It's all right. I'm not mad on it, to be honest, but at least it does have a bit of flavour to it. The head is probably the most disappointing thing about it. Head just went really quick and there's nothing there. Best thing about it, go again. The best thing about it for me is probably like the orangey, orange zest I'm getting, but it is quite powerful for me. Yeah, I'd say that's probably my favourite thing about it. But in all honesty, I probably wouldn't buy this again. There's just better beers out there for my personal taste. If you've tried this, let me know what you think of it. Like, what score would you give it out of 10, or would you give it a thumbs up, thumbs down, however you sort of score beers yourself? It'd be interesting to know. But for me, it's just very, very average. I don't think it's particularly well balanced, which is a bit of a put off for me. I'll give it a 6 out of 10 for me. Yeah, I wouldn't go out of the way to look for it again. I mean, for me, average is 7. If I score something 7, it's average. So I think this is slightly below average. So I definitely won't be looking for it again. Anyway, thank you all very much for tuning in. That's it from me for this review. And bye-bye, darlings. Hopefully I'll see you on the next one.